back of the room, I hear a voice cry out, you want something good? Well, come on and do the thing about the front of the stage. Yeah, come on and do the cause I got something to say. Well, I'll see, come on and do the cause I wanna see your face. Yeah, come on and do the cause I got something to say. Come on. Well, you see a little different, buena, buena. El siento mucho tiempo la prueba ceremonial. And I look feel alright, I have to tell you. I think it's time for me to finally introduce you to the buena, 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 buena.
What's up, jerks? What's up? Did you like the intro? That was Scott. Scott created a new intro with some of my favorite local music. Morphine. Morphine. Did you enjoy that? That's our new intro. I think we're gonna use it. I think yeah. That was fun, right? Good intro for us. Young jerks, Mike Crawford here. I just decided to go live tonight because so much breaking news is happening. This is a big yes. Oh, morphine. That was morphine. Boona Boona. That's Mark Sandman. Well, I never met. My girlfriend knew him, but I did meet the rest of the band. I saw them play in a barn in New Hampshire. I love their music. I'm such a big fan, and to get to see that band even after Mark passed away and get to hang out with Billy. Billy actually, I was smoking. I was smoking something, and all of a sudden, this guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, can I take a hit of that?" I said, "Yes. I love your music. You're the drummer for Morphine." So I got to say hi to him and got to watch them perform without Mark, with Laurie, actually the drummer's wife at the time. He's since passed away as well, Billy. They're one of the best bands. They were signed to like DreamWorks, Steven Spielberg's label. They were getting big, and then Mark passed away on stage. He passed away while they were performing, had a heart attack. What's this one? Does this girlfriend care that you're borderline illiterate? You think so? That's funny. So I wrote a column for over 10 years. I won awards for it. I don't think I'm illiterate. I got a Bachelor of Arts in history. It is a state school, but you think I'm illiterate? I don't know. That hurts my feelings, man. Borderline. Are you all borderline? It's not. I'm not illiterate. You're saying I'm close to it. Close to being illiterate. He's gone. I know he's gone. You shouldn't have. We just time him out now. There's not meant that many of them. I actually enjoy him now. I love how this is the funny thing. Like this is what seems to bother him the most. Actually, I think when or she, mass dad. I guess this is a dad. I think this is what bothers him the most because the girlfriend is in quotation marks. I'm guessing he doesn't have a girlfriend or a wife. He's probably sitting at home alone. I'm sorry. Sorry that bothers you. Let's not do that tonight. Let's not do that. I'm sorry I did that. I enjoy the trolls now. I do because I'm feeling good. Things are going good. We're back. We're back in the swing of things. We got content to cover, and today was a kind of a sad day, but it was also a big day. A lot of people have kind of crapped on LTL in the past about this Enrique Delgado Garcia, and he basically told everyone shit's coming. Just sit back. Like it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. And it happened today. 4 Mass State police officers are being charged for this. And it's also wild when you look at one of the police officers, who she is, and how she's connected to Brian Albert. She is connected to Brian Albert. Wild. Unexpected. This is a lot of strange twists. So we're going to cover that a little bit tonight. We're going to read some of it right now. And yeah, we're going to look at some hobby cars reporting too, because Like, this is a big police scandal day. There's like multiple, look at this. There's like 3 police scandals all intertwined after today with Enrique Delgado Garcia. And it just shows again, like the web of police corruption in the state. It's exposing it. It's exposing it. It's wild. It's huge. And also, we were watching earlier today the Kelsey Fitzsimmons hearing. Let me just say that's going to end up being big. And I think today, what was underlined for all of us kind of activists, journalists, whoever you are, is we need to look more into this judge, especially the McCarthy angle. The fact that you have Mr. Noonan, McCarthy Newman, and then you have McCarthy Naaman. Is McCarthy Newman related to McCarthy Naaman? And what about there was a McCarthy, a long-serving police fire chief, North Andover fire chief. Does McCarthy Naaman know that McCarthy? I mean, there's a lot of McCarthys, it seems like, in North Andover. We need to start to do some genealogy, whatever we call that thing. We look into the ancestry. Does anyone have any of those subscriptions, Ancestry.com or any of those family connection websites? We need to start looking into them. If anyone has any advice, hit me up. Hit me up on Twitter, Facebook. I want to start looking into the Ancestry.com of some of these North Andover people and see if any of them are actually connected to this Judge McCarthy Naaman, the Kelsey Fitzsimmons case. So a lot happened today. And we're still waiting for Savannah Guthrie. A lot of people are catching us on Facebook now because of the Savannah Guthrie coverage. If you're new here, I really appreciate you on Facebook, wherever you are, YouTube, Twitter. Make sure you sub up if you're just watching us for the first time. You haven't done so yet. Make sure you hit all notifications. But we need to look into Judge McCarthy and any of her relationships with any of these McCarthys in North Andover. Ancestry.com, I guess it's called, right? Are there other ones? There are other ones. I need to look that up. So let's look at this. Today, what happened? This is just from NBC Boston. I've got to put it up on the screen. And this is going to be a short show. It's not going to be a long show. I just wanted to acknowledge this because this is a story we've all covered, LTL, and the Young Jerks, too, have covered this for a long time. A Massachusetts State Police sergeant and 3 troopers are being charged with involuntary manslaughter and causing serious bodily injury in the death of Trooper Enrique Delgado Garcia. You see that? A state police sergeant and 3 state troopers are being charged. 4 state troopers got charged. 1 a sergeant. Delgado Garcia was hospitalized September 12th, 2024, and died at the hospital the next day after participating in a boxing training exercise at the Mass State Police Academy in New Braintree. His family and Mass State Police reacted to the findings, which came after a 9-month grand jury investigation. So grand jury looked at this for 9 months, and they're charging 4 cops. Independent investigator David Meyer noted that there was no evidence that Delgado Garcia was targeted or that anyone, Academy staff, fellow trainees, or any others harbored any personal animosity towards him. So it wasn't like they targeted him, but they did kill him, basically. They caused him serious bodily injury, and they're being charged with involuntary manslaughter. Sergeant Jennifer Penton, now a lieutenant, and troopers Edwin Rodriguez, David Montanez, and Casey Lamonte are being charged with involuntary manslaughter and causing serious bodily injury to a person participating in a training program involving physical exercise. the Mass Attorney General's office said following a news conference in Boston. We played that today. Pettin, who supervised the others, also faces a perjury charge. She lied. Outside investigator David Maya said she gave false testimony to a special statewide grand jury. So she lied. And we're going to talk about her because she, you got to see, was in the TV show back in the day. And I'm going to play a little bit of this. Hopefully we don't get whacked. I'm going to play no music. I'm going to play no audio in the very beginning because I know we'll get whacked on the title song on it. But I want you to get an idea of how much her and Brian Albert were both in this TV show if you've never seen it before. And then I'll play a little audio. I'll turn on the audio once the music goes by. I'm just going to play a little bit of it. Hopefully they don't copyright strike me. But you're going to see this is Jennifer Penton. She was in the TV show with Brian Albert. What a small world, huh? What a small world it is. Unbelievable. And we're going to talk more about another scandal that I got a tip about, and I reported on my Twitter. But then someone said, hey, Howie already reported this an hour ago about Jennifer Penton. So we're going to talk about that as well. There's another scandal with her. Watch this. This is a Mark Wahlberg TV show. And again, I've got the sound turned down right now because they start out with the Dropkick Murphys, and I know I'll get whacked on that one. So we're just going to turn it down, and we'll turn it up when the intro's over. But I'm playing the intro because you get an idea of what this TV show is about. These kick-ass Boston police breaking down doors, facing the risk, bringing down the dealers. And both Brian Albert and this Jennifer Penton are featured in this intro. You're going to see their faces. They're going to show them that they're the stars. That's Brian Albert right there. They are the stars of this TV show. And it's a very Irish-American band playing the Dropkick Murphys, who I like. That's the intro song. And it's a Mark Wahlberg production. Or is it Donnie Wahlberg? It's one of the Wahlberg brothers. And that's whose voice you hear in the intro. He's reading the lines of the show. Mark Wahlberg. Boston's finest. All right, let's play the I'll turn up the music. Sorry, turn it off. Here, hold on. I missed it. I missed the cutoff. Sorry, hold on one second. Let's rewind it a little bit. All right, I'll turn off the. There we go.
All right, folks, attention roll call. Lima 101, Officer Norman Hanley.
Sir.
Lima 411, Officer Haslett.
Sir.
Lima 102, Officer Rogers, Officer
Sir.
Penton.
Sir.
Lima 421, Officer McGrail.
They handed out warrants in District E18 today for Jen Penton and Pat Rogers.
Oh, hold on.
The assignment
What'd I
is
do?
Yvette Allison, who allegedly
damn
cracked
it.
open her boyfriend's head with the beer bottle.
I screwed that
These
up.
two
There we go.
cops,
I'm gonna play it one more time
Attention roll
because
call.
you see her.
Lima
Why does it
101,
do that to
Officer
me?
Norman Hanley.
Sir.
Lima
Can't.
411,
Oh, I stopped up here.
Officer
Okay.
Haslett.
Sir.
Lima 102, Officer Rogers, Officer
Sir.
Penton.
Now that's her. That's Officer Penton. That's the sergeant that lied and was charged with involuntary manslaughter. And they say Pat Rogers, he was John O'Keefe's partner. Pat Rogers actually committed suicide. It's unbelievable that the three of them, Pat Rogers, this Penton woman, and Brian Albert, all three of them have had not good things happen to them since this show.
Lima 421, Officer McGrail.
They handed out warrants in District E18 today for Jen Penton and Pat Rogers. The assignment is Yvette Allison, who allegedly cracked open her boyfriend's head with the beer bottle. For these two cops, both single and in their 30s, the case is a not-so-subtle reminder of how hard it is to find the perfect mate.
I think I'm gonna get a cat.
Hate cats.
You don't like cats?
I hate cats.
Really?
I hate cats.
Why?
They serve no purpose.
They kill mice.
What?
They kill mice.
So don't mouse traps.
I don't know. A cat is better.
Cats? No, cats suck. Get a dog.
Pat Rogers didn't like cats. I don't know. I mean, I like cats. I don't like when they scratch you, but they do serve a purpose. They companionship. Sorry, Pat. I've heard from people that knew Pat. He was a great guy, apparently. So I just wanted to play a little bit of that so you get a look at her. You see who she is. She was on a big TV show. And that sounded like Donnie Wahlberg, not Mark Wahlberg. That was, I think, a Donnie Wahlberg TV show. I want to share this one from Howie Carr today. Rough day for Mass State Police Sergeant Jennifer Penton, who we just saw on the screen. AG Andrea Campbell just announced she's being charged with involuntary manslaughter and lying to a state grand jury in the death of Mass State Police Cadet Enrique Delgado Garcia. That means she's going to be unemployable, too. Turns out in 2023, a few months before Garcia's death, she handled the incident report on Sergeant Scott Quigley. Quigley's the guy that it just came out last week. Quigley, who was allegedly driving drunk when he killed a 37-year-old disabled man in a motor vehicle accident in Woburn. He's the guy from Lowell that was with the Middlesex District Attorney's Office, Mass State Police, Quigley, who killed someone who apparently was drunk. 2 years later, they finally suspended him, investigated. The Mass State Police totally covered it up. And it looks like this is the woman. This is the same woman. I mean, this is three scandals in one, because it's connected now to Brian Albert in a weird way with Karen Reed, if you really look at it. And then it's connected to Enrique Delgado Garcia and also this Scott Quigley thing, which is a real big scandal. Howie's got the documents. Look at Howie is on it. I got a tip on this. And Howie had already pulled the documents and posted everything. Let's read this if we can. This is where my eyesight isn't that great. Can I enlarge it? Yes, I can. Okay. This is the incident report. I'm just reading it as I go. My eyes aren't that good, so I just want to see if there's anything I should focus on. Can I enlarge it? Yeah, he said the operator, Sergeant Quigley, stated he remembers feeling fatigued and lightheaded prior to the crash while stopped at a red light. His next memory was post-crash, and he was awakened by the sound of emergency responders and vehicles. It causes a fatal crash, and they don't breathalyze him. And she was the one who took the report. Not looking good for the Mass State Police right now. Did I put that on the screen? Did you see it all? I'm sorry. Did I even have Howie's tweet up there? I hope I did. Let's go back to Howie's tweet. This is what the doc Howie posted. This is the tweet from Howie Carr. Well, make sure you follow Howie Carr Show. I'd say the two reporters that you want to follow right now on this is LTL Media and Howie Carr. So what a friggin' day today. Unbelievable. And also, if you look at one of the boxers here, one of the Mass State Police guys that was charged today, Edward La Bamba Rodriguez, is a former professional boxer who made a name for himself by fighting his way to be in rank as a top fighter before transitioning to a career in law enforcement. This is what's going to be interesting to see why they're actually charging them with manslaughter. Did Rodriguez get in the ring with him? Because this guy's like a serious professional. This guy had a lot of professional fights. He was a good fighter. He won his first 21 professional fights. with 18 of those wins coming by way of knockout. In 2013, he fought for the WBC World Super Middleweight title and was defeated via decision by the champion Andre Ward. So he went the distance. Lost in a decision by Andre Ward, who was the WBC middleweight champion at the time. This guy is on a top level. He was on HBO. Let's throw this on the screen. That's the thing. I'm surprised a guy on that level didn't have an understanding of training. Like, what's he thinking? Well, how's he getting charged? You know what I mean? I would think a guy like that would say, hey, this isn't a good matchup, or, you know, whatnot. This is him. He retired with a record of 31-2 with 20 knockouts. That's a damn good record, 31-2. That's like my high school wrestling record. It's like pretty damn good senior year. You know what I'm saying? Like that's somebody that's like not even like a journeyman. He was never a bum. You know what I mean? He was never an easy mark. This guy was always a contender until he became a cop. And I just looked up on YouTube, like some of his, or even on Yahoo here. Let me share this one. Look how many fights he has. Like, this guy had a shitload of fights on TV. Like, there's a lot of videos of his fights. And this is the championship one. Well, let's just watch a little bit of this if they let us. Throw this up on the screen. This says it's a full fight, is it? Yeah, let's watch a little bit of this. See how good this guy was. Hopefully we don't get copyright. Let's see.
Raul, Chief second only. Let me get everybody
Oh,
else
it's
out for a
HBO.
second.
We're probably going to get whacked. I just want to
Let's
see
go.
who
Get him
they
out,
are.
Brian. All right, we're good on the trunk lines. Mouthpiece? Mouthpiece? All right, I gave you both instructions in the dressing room. I want to remind you, listen and obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Fight hard, fight clean. Good luck to both of you.
Andre Ward says this is not pride fighting, it's prize fighting. But he ain't fooling anyone. He's one of the proudest fighters in the world. His pride is what makes him special, I think, above all things. And Edwin Rodriguez is going to have to fight with pride tonight to stay in there.
Rodriguez.
With one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in boxing.
This is probably the biggest fight of his life.
All the way back to your corners.
This guy just got charged today as a Mass State Trooper.
Worth repeating, Ward hasn't lost since he was 12 years old.
Oh, they're going right at it. I love it.
To try to get in a big right hand at the start of the fight, and typically Ward sidesteps it.
Let that arm go when I say let it go.
Maybe Rodriguez is hit away like he said he is.
He's taking it right to him.
Right away. He's the bigger fighter, and to me, that's the smartest thing that he could have done was engage into a rough fight early.
And already there's been a lot of contact other than landed punches. And it appears that, at least at the beginning, there'll be a lot of this. Quickly, let's bring in our rules expert, Steve Weisfeld, with a word on the referee, Jack Reese. Steve.
Box.
Jack Reese is a top referee. He's often inconspicuous because of his style. He seldom takes away points. He uses subtle voice commands, and he doesn't bounce or make quick movements. He usually can control the fight without being noticed.
Yeah. And he went the distance. He's actually doing really well.
A whole lot of work because these guys
Yeah.
are definitely out here trying to fight the correct fights to fight one another. Everyone knows it's going to be a tough fight fighting Ward. He wants to try to get Ward out of his comfort zone. Ward hasn't fought in 14 months So Edwin is hoping they can get a little rust on Ward early and take advantage of that.
You think maybe also it indicates, Troy, that Edwin believes this is his best chance, that he's not in the kind of shape it takes to go rounds and he has to catch Ward early?
Well, that could be the case too, Max, but being listening to what he said yesterday he said this is how he was going to fight the fight. And I think that this is his original plan.
Two good body shots by Ward, a quick left hook inside by Ward. Other than that, there's been a lot of wrestling so far.
And Ward landed a beautiful left body shot to the midsection early. When a guy's struggling with weight, that's the shot he doesn't want to see.
One thing about Andre Ward, he's as smart a fighter as there is alive. He doesn't miss a trick. And certainly he's given considerable thought to all the implications of what happened with Rodriguez yesterday and how to take advantage of that in his way.
Yes, he's a constant professional when it comes to the sport of boxing.
And Rodriguez, you saw him at the weigh-in. We showed the video.
Oh, he just got whacked.
Couldn't tell if that was a head or a shot.
No, it's a good hook by Ward.
That was a good hook. He took a couple good shots too. This is this went the distance. Apparently, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I don't want to get copyright striked, but we just want to see how good of a boxer this guy was. Kind of give you a flavor of it. Definitely a good boxer. I mean, he just took a couple real shots from a champion boxer, and it was taking it to him right in the beginning. Like he went right at him. And he went the distance. There was no knockout. The judges had to decide. Pretty sad. This great boxer. You'd think he'd be great with the Mass State Police. Going to be interesting to see if we get to go to court. Do we get to go, see this televised? Is it going to be streaming? I'm guessing the trial will be. Because these folks are going to trial. We're going to get to hear the details about what happened to Enrique Delgado Garcia, and I'm very happy for his family today. I feel like it's been a long wait for them. A lot of silence and trust the system, and we're investigating it. And today they found out something's going to be done. 4 people have been charged. No, he was not the supervisor. The boxer was not the supervisor. The woman, the one that we just showed from Boston Finest, the television show, she's the supervisor. Let's ring up her name again. It's I want to make sure I say it. Sergeant Jennifer Penton. P-E-N, like pen, T-O-N. P-E-N-T-O-N. Penton. She's now a lieutenant, and troopers Edward Rodriguez, he's the one who was the boxer, David Montanis, and Casey Lamont. All 4 of them be charged with involuntary manslaughter, causing serious bodily injury to a person. It's interesting that all 4 of them, all 4, be interesting, and we'll see. I want to know the details. Who did what when? So that's what's going on right now. Yeah, it's a Boston Finest chick, Jen Penton. Exactly. She was the supervisor. But all 4 of them got charged. Oh, Sarah, thank you so much. Proud Jerk. I saw a lot of renewals today. Thank you so much, Sarah. Proud Jerk. Love that time flies. I love it too. We got another month. I want to thank everybody for being here. The numbers are starting to come up again. Our Facebook is blowing up. We're getting back into content. There's a lot to cover. She might have been. She was in the beginning. We played some of the Boston Finest. I don't want to play the whole episode, but just to get a taste of it, she was on there. She was on that television show, and she was in the car with Pat Rogers. So I don't know if she dated him, but she definitely partnered with him on patrol at certain points. I don't know all the details of that. But yeah, we got the Savannah Guthrie thing coming up too, and I got to say the Kelsey Fitzsimmons, it's going to be coming up, the trial in March. It's only going to be a couple days, maybe 2, 3, 4 days. I have a feeling it might stretch out. We'll see, but we'll be there. I'll be covering it. There's going to be a lot of coverage on that, and I'm expecting a lot. We're going to start digging in a little more. Some of the stuff I've already revealed to you all about the surveillance video. I think that's going to come into play. It was proven when that video came out. We saw already one video. What else do they have? I'm hearing there's terror drives. I'm hearing there's several different systems of videos, and there's videos probably for months. Like there was storage of all those videos. Like I said, the father's a security, camera consultant. So it's going to be an interesting trial. I think there's going to be a lot that comes out on the connections between these people, between the fire department and the police department, and Justin, and he did what when, and who told the truth, and who was kind of being snaky. I think it's all going to come out in the wash, to quote Sean McDonough. It's all going to come out in the wash. So we'll be there throughout the whole thing. I'm a little tongue-tied tonight. I don't know why. I think I'm just excited because it was such a big day of news stories about what's going on in Massachusetts with police corruption. Yes, Boston's finest is Jen Penton. Exactly. And also, Thursday night, going to be doing another live show with an attorney, and we're going to talk about Kelsey Fitzsimmons. We're going to go through all the filing that I went through today with a real attorney on Thursday night at 6 p.m. So be here for that. What the Doc just gifted 5 Young Jerks memberships. Thank you so much. It has been a weekend. A lot of things have been happening this weekend. Stuff I'm not even talking about, but I've been watching that too in the drama scene. Oh, man. I know everybody's been probably watching that too. I got to say, JFK, man, JFK's been bringing the interviews. I don't know if people have been watching JFK's show off, but I have. I got to catch up on last night's interview. I watched some of it. I fell asleep. I started watching it today. Then all this news broke, and I'm like, I still got to go catch up on the JFK show. But that's the place I go. If I'm looking to know what's going on in the scene, within that scene, it's JFK. Oh, yeah. Super Bowl, Sarah. I can't even tell you. We had so much. My girl and I, we both went shopping. We stocked up. We had tons of food. We were eating shrimp cocktail. We had brie. We had cheese and brie. We had grapes. We had steaks. I effed up the steaks. I got 2 of the best steaks, and I threw them on the grill. And then I realized that one of them had plastic on the bottom of them. So I was like, oh my God. And I couldn't eat it. I was like, we're throwing this one out. So that was one catastrophe. But everything else was perfect. Everything was perfect. I mean, the Pats didn't win, whatever. But the music, I really loved Green Day, number one. I love the guy who did the national anthem. I don't know what his name is, Charlie Puth or something like Puth. He was really good, too. So I love Green Day. Green Day was friggin' phenomenal. I wish they gave them more time. I wish they didn't censor them. They said something. They said something naughty, and they had to censor them for 3 seconds. I didn't like that, but I love Green Day. They were great. And I gotta say, Bad Bunny. Holy shit. I was not expecting like what I saw. That was like the biggest Broadway show ever. It's funny how people get all political about it, and there was counter protests to it, and people were like, it was good. It was really good. Like, I'm not into that type of dance music and shit, but I loved it because it was very American. It was like about the marriage. It was about his history, about how he came up with the sugarcane plantations. It told a story. It brought in kids. It brought in a lot of celebrities were involved in it. And it was like all the people involved, all the musicians. I thought it was amazing. And I love when they ran down with the flags. And the first one was the American flag. And I thought it was a very American Super Bowl. I did. I thought the music was so good. And I didn't understand any of the words of the lyrics, but I got the message. Like, it was like universal. So I thought it was really well done. And I liked that they had Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin. That was awesome. Like, I didn't even know if that was Lady Gaga. I was like, at first I thought it was her. And then I'm like, no, that's not her. And then I looked it up and I was like, holy shit, that is her. So that was pretty amazing. So I like Green Day. I thought it was all great. Someone says the lyrics, no, it was insulting. What was insulting? Are you talking about Green Day or Bad Bunny? I don't know. But I thought they were all good. I always liked the music. Sometimes I bag on it. Sometimes like I thought Kendrick Lamar. I like Kendrick Lamar. I wanted him to have a good Super Bowl performance. I kind of shit on it last year because I felt like it didn't. I felt like the sound was off. You couldn't understand his lyrics, and that's what it's about with him. It's about the lyrics. So I wasn't that happy about that one. But I always get amped up for the music. And I'd say the best Super Bowl performance ever was Prince, number one. And the best national anthem was Whitney Houston. Like, I think that's undisputable. But I'd say Bad Bunny's like right up there. Like that was a memorable, like I'd say U2 is up there. I'd say Bad Bunny's up there. Though, you know, those are the best ones. And I thought Bad Bunny really, for what he does and what it meant for Latin people, like Latinas were going nuts on it. Like he really represented them. And I'm glad. I think it was a good thing. And I got up and started dancing. We dance. We do. We dance. We have fun in my house. Michael Jackson, did he do it performance? I think his was good too, right? Yes. Michael Jackson was always a great performer. Yeah, some people liked it. Yeah, I'm seeing people liked it. Some people didn't know. I mean, some people were like, I hated Bad Bunny. I didn't know what he was saying either, but it didn't matter. Like, I got the message. You know what I mean? Like, when he gave that kid his Grammy, like, that was like to the future in the past. Like, you know what I mean? That was like, I think that represented him, but it also represented the future too at the same time. I thought it was so magical. I thought Dre was good. I was, you know, I was a little disappointed by the, you know, I liked it, but it wasn't, and I like those songs. Like, I like Eminem and Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg music, even though I don't like Snoop Dogg himself. I like his music. But I wasn't that blown away by it. I don't know why. It was good. But I thought Bad Bunny was like next level. Like, you know how much money? I always think of that too. Like, when these musicians, like, that's the thing about Green Day. Green Day probably didn't spend shit. Like, usually when a musician plays a Super Bowl, not only do they not get paid, the NFL expects them to invest like $1 million into the production. You know, and they'll recoup it on the sales. That's how they look at it. You're gonna get a billion people watching you, so you got to do it for free for us. And you not only do you got to do it for free, you got to pay. You know how much Bad Bunny must have invested in that show? The NFL doesn't pay for that. Bad Bunny pays for that out of his royalties. So I think that was probably like the biggest one ever. Like, Green Day didn't pay shit. They just like, we're just playing our instruments. We got a few things behind us. Bad Bunny's like, here's my Visa card. Like, he just threw down. Like, it was like, no, who's going to compete with that next year? Who's going to come back and try to beat that kind of production? I don't know. Taylor Swift, maybe? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the people were trees, for Christ's sakes. And the amount of people performing. You know, it was wild. All right. Hopefully I'm not getting people too angry, because some people don't like the Bad Bunny. I think I'm pretty much done. I just wanted to just acknowledge what happened today, because it felt like it needed to be acknowledged. You know, this was a big day in terms of what's going on with the Mass State Police again. This has been a really bad 7 days. They had this scandal come out with the state police officer who did a motor vehicle fatal accident. And it looks like he was drunk, and he kept his job, and it was all kind of hush covered up until recently. And now you have 4 of the Mass State Police officers getting criminally charged for the death of Enrique Delgado Garcia. And you have all the Karen Reed stuff happening. This is just getting next level. Oh, I wish I learned a second language. I tried French. I should have done Spanish, because where do you don't use French, you know? Spanish you can use forever. So I would say if you're going to learn a second language, learn Spanish. That's the one. That's the one that everyone uses, right? More people use Spanish than English, so that's the thing. It's music. That's it. It's funny because if you disagree on music, you shouldn't get mad at people. Like that should not be something you get angry about. Like, 'cause it's all subjective, like taste, you know? Like, if you don't like morphine, that's okay. I might think you're a little weird, but that's all right. You know what I mean? Someone got mad at me because I shit on Kid Rock. Like, I like Kid Rock, like, bada ba 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 for like 5 minutes. Like, that song was kind of cool for a minute back when it came out, but you look back 20 years later and it's like, and you like, it doesn't stand up and it's not something I want to see performed anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just doesn't stand up. I'd rather see Limp Bizkit, honestly. Limp Bizkit, I feel like, I don't know, they put more of a better show on. Like, I'd rather see Korn or who's the one I like? There's a few of them I like. Papa Roach. Like Papa Roach. If we're talking that kind of time frame, that kind of new metal, whatever we call it, even rap rock. Linkin Park. That was the one with Chester. That was the best new metal band. Hate Bad Bunny, but I like a Big Money Mike. It's all about respect. Oh my God, you really do love me. You said $49.99. Well, I want to know why you hate Bad Bunny. Like, what's there to hate? Because I look at you. I've talked to you. You've called into my show and other shows, and I see you on social media. You seem to be someone that has love. Like, you bring people together. And that's the thing. If you don't like Bad Bunny's music, which, like, I'm not saying it's like my favorite music. It's not at all. Like, I'm not into that kind of dance music, honestly. But what I liked about the best, like the message at the end, you know, that's what I liked about it. That's why I'm surprised that you used the word hate. I could see you saying I dislike the music. I wonder, did he do something wrong? Is there something that I don't know about? Is he shady? Is he like Snoop Dogg? You know? I used to think Snoop Dogg was the coolest, chillest guy, and then you really look into him and you're like, he's kind of a jerk. He's not cool. He's not. Thank you, Josie. You are the best for sending the 50. And now you're gonna have to educate me on why you don't like Bad Bunny. I could be missing something. Or you just don't like. All right, here it is. The lyrics, the style, maybe not hate, dislike. No, see, I knew you didn't hate him. See, I knew it. All right, now I get you. Yeah, it's like kind of like how I hated, I don't know, Nickelback, but I don't actually hate them. Like I actually kind of like a couple songs, and it's kind of embarrassing. Probably that's why I hate them because I hate to be embarrassed that I like a Nickelback song or two. Sometimes we just hate things we don't even know why, right? I could say like I'll say I hate Corey Feldman's music. I, I don't think anyone, but that's not like going out on a limb. I don't think anyone does. Anyone actually has there ever been anyone that's like Corey Feldman for his music? Like he wasn't bad in some movies. I liked him as an actor, right? But like his music, she doesn't hate. She that was sometimes we just say that about music. It's true. Like I hate that. It's like I hate when Van Halen comes on the radio now. Even though I used to love Van Halen. I just got sick of it, you know? It's like or I hate when Led Zeppelin comes on. I don't hate Led Zeppelin. They're great. But just I've heard it so often, you know which songs. It's just like give me something new. Yes, he has. He created music. He did have he toured. I mean, maybe he doesn't create it. I don't know what you call it. Maybe he performs. I don't know. I know. Has anyone listened to it? That's true. He may not have released any, but he did like perform. He was on like Howard Stern. Howard Stern like destroyed him, I believe. What's this? No criminal charges against any of those troopers. No, the troopers have been charged. We got 4 of them. 4 of them are being charged with the death of Enrique Delgado Garcia. They're very serious charges. Nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, I like Dave. Dave is a character. Dave's a smart guy. Diamond Dave. You know what I loved with Dave when he did the radio show? He did a radio show for a little while in Boston. And it was like got syndicated, I believe. And then he like walked away or had low ratings. He didn't put the time or effort into it. You could tell. But it was like I would have listened to that if forever. I like Dave is just funny. Dave's a character. See, Natalie, I'm not disagreeing that Led Zeppelin is probably one of the greatest of all time. I mean, they certainly are. Ramble on. You know, I love a lot of the songs. The first dance I ever did, I have a woman. I think she's married with kids now, probably grown kids. But she said to me a couple years ago on Facebook, she said, "Do you remember Stairway to Heaven? We used to dance in junior high, Mike. You and I, that was our song." Like that was like the first song I danced, slow danced with a girl with. It was the junior high dances, Stairway to Heaven. And you'd love it because it was like 14 minutes long or something. So you'd be like, "Oh, I got this beautiful girl I like. I'm dancing with her for 14 minutes. This is awesome," right? So I did like Led Zeppelin. I still like their music, but when it comes on the radio, I move on. I've heard my stepdad used to play that shit over and over and over again. After a while, you're just like, and then you listen to it on the radio over and over and over again, and you just get sick of it. Even some Pearl Jam stuff, I get sick of. And you know I love them. Little Dreamer. Oh, was that one of his songs? Was it good? That was the kid there, the Corey Feldman. And I don't think back in the day, I think Corey might have been actually a good singer. I think I saw him perform when he wasn't doing the band thing. But Natalie Diana says he's just a gigolo. David Lee Roth. That was good. David Lee Roth. I got a David Lee Roth song. It's not a song, a story. When I was in college, there was these two ladies, college students who were hanging out with us one day, and they told us a story that had happened to them recently where they had gone to Great Woods and they had a sign next to the limos, and they were like, David Lee Roth, we want to meet you. And Dave was playing at Great Woods or somewhere, or Foxborough, wherever it was. And Dave in his limo or his tour bus pulled up. I think it was a limo from what I remember. And he was like, "Two? Come on in." And they did the thing with David Lee Roth, the two girls. They had fun with David Lee Roth. Dave was like that. I don't know how old they were. I have no idea. I didn't get the idea that it was like underage or anything, but Dave would do that stuff. Dave liked the groupies. You can't get sick of Pearl Jam. Well, Even Flow. I don't hate it, but Even Flow is kind of, not as good as the others. It doesn't have the power of like a Jeremy. Oh yeah, Rat and Roll were awesome. I love Rat. Rat is Round and Round too. Is like the greatest friggin' heavy pop song ever. Like fucking Rat were really good. Rat and Roll. I was totally in with Rat. And I like that, back in the day in the 80s when Rat came out, hot chicks, like we always talk about this, like you get the leather chicks like that are like beautiful. They're into Rat. You know what I mean? You go to a Rat show, there'd be some women there. Yeah, the Jeremy video. Jeremy was so good. Pearl Jam were great. You hate Pearl Jam as much as Bad Bunny. I didn't say Pearl Jam as much as I do Bad Bunny. That's the thing too. Like with people complain about song lyrics, but they probably liked Yellow the Better. Where Eddie Vedder, the lead singer, doesn't even know the friggin' lyrics of that song. Like he's the blah 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 blah. They change every time he sings it. Like it's not. That's the point of that song. Like you can't understand a lot of Pearl Jam lyrics, and one of the songs is definitely meant to be that way. I adore Eddie Vedder. As long as he's not on the Epstein list. If he gets on the Epstein list, that's it. Beastie Boys, we got to go because now we're going to just be talking about 80s music all day. I love the Beastie Boys. You Got to Fight for Your Right to Party. That was probably one of the first songs that I got really drunk listening to. You can remember those things, right? When you were a kid and you're drinking up and that song's playing. All right, I'm gonna head out. I like I said, this is a short show today. I just wanted to say hi. I just wanted to commemorate this moment where 4 Mass State Police officers are being charged. The news broke, and we also got this Kelsey Fitzsimmons news today. And we're also covering, you know what I want to see right now? Let's just, before I go, I want to make sure there's nothing going on. You know what I'm going to do? Check my phone. 1 second. See, now I'm just chilling with you all. I think we needed a night to do this. Just kind of relax and catch up with the chat. We can talk about music. But before I go, I want to make sure that we're not missing anything with Guthrie. Has there been any news on the Guthrie situation? There is a new message from the Pima County Sheriff's Department. It reveals the latest. In a message to the media on Monday night, the Pima County Sheriff's Department touched on the latest in the investigation, the alleged ransom notes, and the next steps. We do not have any additional information to release publicly this afternoon. The investigation into Nancy Guthrie's disappearance remains active and ongoing. You know, Billy Bush apparently made a statement where he was suggesting that the FBI should pay the ransom. And I agree with that, actually, because these federal agencies can get, confiscated drug money and use that to pay the ransom. And it would be good for law enforcement to find out who's behind this. And by sending them money to their Bitcoin address, their Bitcoin wallet, as they requested, there's a high probability they'll be able to catch those people. Because once people, a lot of people think that Bitcoin is anonymous and you send your money there. But in reality, you have to send the money somewhere. And you have to deposit it and cash it out. And the FBI could be watching that. And I think that would be a good use of a good sting operation. And instead of making Savannah Guthrie have to make the heartbreaking, decision whether to send $6 million or whatever it is to this person that's trying to extort her for her mother, I think the FBI should do it. They should just throw down the money and say, you know what, we're going to catch somebody. And they'll get the money back. They know how to get the money back. Use some drug proceeds. They seize money all the time. So the FBI is running the investigation. there was a new video that came out today. We'll play that. Savannah Guthrie spoke again. This is heartbreaking. I'm going to play all the videos, actually. Why don't we do that before we leave? These videos have been heartbreaking. Watching this family, I want to see them get their mom back, whether she's alive or not. Like, not knowing is killing them. You can tell. Here's the first one. We'll play this one first. These videos are heartbreaking to watch.
And we continue to believe that she feels them too. Our mom is a kind, faithful, loyal, fiercely loving woman of goodness and light. She is funny, and spunky, and clever. She has grandchildren that adore her and crowd around her and cover her with kisses. She loves fun and adventure. She is a devoted friend. She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
The light is missing from our lives. Nancy is our mother. We are her children. She is our beacon. She holds fast to joy in all of life's circumstances. She chooses joy day after day, despite having already passed through great trials of pain and grief. We are always going to be merely human, just normal human people who need our mom. Mama, if you're listening, we need you to come home. We miss you.
Our mom is our heart and our home. She is 84 years old. Her health, her heart is fragile. She lives in constant pain. She is without any medicine. She needs it to survive. She needs it not to suffer. We too have heard the reports about a ransom letter in the media. As a family, we are doing everything that we can. We are ready to talk. However, we live in a world where voices and images are easily manipulated. We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen. Please reach out to us. Mommy, if you are hearing this, you are a strong woman. You are God's precious daughter, Nancy. We believe and know that even in this valley, He is with you. Everyone is looking for you, Mommy, everywhere. We will not rest. Your children will not rest until we are together again. We speak to you every moment, and we pray without ceasing, and we rejoice in advance for the day that we hold you in our arms again. We love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
We love you, Mom. Stay strong.
We love you, Mom. We love you.
That was a recent video the family put out. It was like pretty much the first video. This was today's video. This is the saddest shit ever.
Hi there, everybody. I wanted to come on and just share a few thoughts as we enter into another week of this nightmare. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all of the prayers and the love that we have felt, my sister and brother and I, and that our mom has felt. Because we believe that somehow, some way, she is feeling these prayers and that God is lifting her even in this moment and in this darkest place. We believe our mom is still out there. We need your help. Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock trying to bring her home, trying to find her. She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help. So I'm coming on just to ask you, not just for your prayers, but no matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything, if you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement. We are at an hour of desperation, and we need your help.
Poor Savannah. Hopefully something happens. The deadline is passed for the reward. Like I said, I think the FBI should have sent the money. I do. I agree with Billy Bush. I agree 100%. They should have done a sting with that money. You know? Because it makes it easier to catch the person. Yeah, this too. We were talking about this earlier. We've jumped around a lot. I think people know all these different coverage, stories that we cover. Everybody's looking at the same. You think we need a long game as Enterprises, you LTL the boys, let's keep it real, as some other ones. I mean, it kind of is already, isn't it? Like, we're all cool with each other. We support each other. See, that's the thing. I don't know. RFD, that's the question that we're going to have to find out at trial, right? Because they've been charged. I don't know if they let that almost champion boxer fight Enrique. I don't know. Did they? That's the question, because why are all these people should be in charge? You'd think just the supervisor or, maybe the main person that was running why are 4 people being charged? One of them, a professional boxer that almost beat the champion. Outstanding record. This guy was a very serious fighter. I wonder. We don't know yet. We haven't heard those details yet. We'll find out. Are they going to be arrested? It doesn't seem like it. It seems like they were charged. They caught a criminal charge. They caught a criminal record now. And they're going to go to trial. That's what it seems like to me. I like Billy Bush. I do. I'm a Billy Bush fan. I wasn't so sure about him in the beginning, but I like Billy. I think he's funny. And he's smart. He's a smart guy. I don't like the Access Hollywood crap. Remember that? I didn't like that, but that really wasn't his fault. You know whose fault it was. Hit the like button. Hit the like button and make sure you sub up. Sub up if you haven't. Make sure you hit that sub and all notifications. You love the clean cut look? I know. I got something I got to do tomorrow. I got to be all cleaned up. Yeah, I've warmed up to Billy too. But I'm going to head out. I might see you tomorrow. I might not. I don't know what's going on. I got some things cooking tomorrow. We'll see. I got some things to attend to. I just hope it's not a big news day because I don't have time for it like I did today. Today I was all over it. You only watch Donahue, Phil Donahue? That's 80s. That's 80s Donahue, right? I remember Phil. Phil was good. Phil was very serious. He was the serious Jerry before Jerry Springer. And then Jerry Springer took over. And then it wasn't so serious. It was Jerry. Jerry. Remember Ricky Lake? Poor Phil. Phil was a straight up guy, but they want him to go nutty, get those ratings. Get the ratings. There's a lot of that goes on in this world, unfortunately. Chasing the ratings, chasing the money, getting outrageous. I guess I'm more like a Phil guy. You're right. So you're in the right spot because I like Phil. Phil tried to keep it real. Yeah, Oprah. Oprah was another one who took his job. Exactly. And Oprah's a little more out there. Oprah will bring in some shit on the show. Jenny Jones, right? Or Maury Povich. Poor Maury. Maury tried to be straight and narrow too. Look how far he went. He went crazy. Maury. You could be the father. The DNA test shows you are not the father. You are the father. Remember those? The DNA test. Fucking crazy. Ricky Lake, yeah. I think they need to bring back Jerry Springer. I'd like to see Jerry Springer. I know some people who should go on Jerry Springer and just have it out. Like, imagine that. Just like, we're going to have these YouTubers that are very mad at each other. Come on, Jerry Springer. We're going to get hotel rooms. There's a kid I used to work with. When I was delivering beer through college, I worked at a Teamsters shop. We used to deliver Miller and Coors. I was a union helper, delivering the beer. And there was also the warehouse. We used to work inside the warehouse. And it was 4 10-hour days. And on Friday, if you wanted overtime, you could work the 5th day doing the breakage, putting the breakage packages together. And so we'd get to talking a lot more with some of the guys. And there was this one guy, I'll call him T. That was this, it's not his real name. I'll just say his name is T because that was the initial of his first name. And T kept on going on all those shows. He was a little bit crazy, T was. And T would even make up shit to go on those shows. He did Ricky Lake, he did Jenny, he did them all. And Jerry Springer, they would pay for your hotels. They would pay for all your foods. They would fly you out to New York. And so he would live it up. He was like, I'm staying first class this weekend. I'm going on Jerry Springer. I'm going to bring up all my girlfriends and they're all going to fight. And he did it. He did it like 2 or 3 shows. It was like a grift. I was like, you're crazy, man. You could air that shit on national television about your 2 baby mamas and how this one's cheating with this one. And Montel Williams. He's a good guy. You know what? I saw Montel. He used to live. He doesn't live in the area anymore, but at one point he lived in Newburyport, Mass. And I used to see him at the gym. My mic keeps on dying. What's up with StreamYard knocking out my mic out? So I used to see Montel Williams up in Newburyport at a gym. We used to work out at the gym together. He was a nice guy. I like Montel. He's a medical cannabis guy too, like me. So we got a lot in common. How many guys do you see at the gym and we're big medical cannabis guys? A lot, actually. A lot. A lot of athletes use the medical cannabis. And that was how people got famous. I wonder if that dude T is famous now. Maybe he turned it into a rap career. Bad Bobby started out on one of those shows when she was like 13. Now she's an OnlyFans like billionaire. Yeah, it does seem like there's something wrong with my wires. I'm thinking about upgrading anyways. Like this microphone was kind of like a backup. I have a really nice mic, but I didn't like the setup. It kept going out with the board. I had board issues and it just got frustrating. So I just wanted something I could plug in right to the computer. I don't know if I like this mic. I might upgrade again. I might get a new camera too. I might get a really nice camera. We'll see. We'll see. It's hard, you know, because I'm struggling. It's hard. I can't even afford a Cliff Bar right now. Not enough super chats. I don't have any of that Better money coming in anymore. I'm starving over here. Didn't I just talk about the shrimp? Oh shit. All right, I gotta go. Jerry. I didn't know Jerry Springer died either. I guess he did. You remember the guy Steve? I want to be the Steve guy on Jerry Springer. If they do a Jerry Springer movie, I want to play Steve. I want to tackle him, grab him. Like, he was the coolest guy of the show. Steve and Jerry, they were buddies too. Have a great night, everyone. Peace out. Jerry. You could say Mike. No, that doesn't work. Like Jerry. Young jerks. I don't know. Yeah, Steve the bouncer. I used to be a bouncer. The security guy. Yeah, they call him the security guy. Steve, get in here. They're all fighting. It's getting out of control. Someone's going to get hurt. The audience is fighting. Natalie Diana. That was the funniest thing, is when the audience would go at the freaking guest, and then you'd see a fight in the audience, the guest. Oh my, that's when you know they lost control of the show. Natalie Diana. Isn't that how Geraldo got, like, he broke a nose or something? He had some racist on the show and it got really ugly and he broke his nose. Oh, thank you. I'm going to get a Dunkin' and a coffee. And I did get some super chat money tonight. I'm not complaining. Natalie Diana sent $19.99. I'm going to be able to get a egg sandwich or something. I don't know if I can afford the bacon. Just an egg sandwich with some cheese over at Dunkin' Donuts and a small coffee. I'll get the cream. No sugar. Just a little bit of cream. And I want to thank G.I. Josie Lou, who sent $49. She was the big spender tonight. And What the Duck, she's also throwing down 5 Jerks memberships. And Sarah, our #1 mod, she's a proud jerk and loves that time flies. I'm so happy you're here, Sarah. Jerry. Longest goodbye. I'm getting out of here though. Have a great night, everyone. I'll see you soon. If you haven't seen the intro video, hopefully this works. Does this just come up? I don't even know. It's come up when I end the stream. I'm going to end the stream now, and there should be an outro video. We're just testing this out from our friend Scott, SK. You know the guy. He's makes some great videos, and I asked him to throw in some Morphine, this song I like. Listen to the lyrics of the song. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you soon. Love you all.
Back of the room, I hear a voice cry out, you want something good? Well, come on and do the thing about the front of the stage. Yeah, come on and do the cause I got something to say. But I'll see, come on and do the cause I wanna see your face. Yeah, come on and do the brother, I got something to say, come on. Well, you see a little different, buena. And since it was a different, I'm brother, ceremony. And I look feel alright, I have to tell you. I think it's time for me to finally introduce you to the buena.